Oh, but I'm, oh, but I'm, oh, but I'm. If you got the love and you bide your time, you're full of ambition, we will be fine, so come on.
You know, it kind of feels weird without Pudding here. Because Pudding's never, you know, Pudding always got to say something when we start, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does. She always has a little sing song.
I don't know, Pudding is, I think she's going to join in a minute. Anyway, we're going to, right, welcome to Black Apocalypse. No, welcome to Family Affair.
Oh my God.
I know.
I know.
Alstallio, Mideyah, Travesty, and likely Pudding at some point. I was told I got to start introducing everybody. Because people don't know who they're listening to.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hi.
Yo.
Hello. Anyone who's listening live, welcome to the podcast. Okay. Coronavirus.
Yes.
Coronavirus. The vaccines have been officially confirmed in England. You all are getting sent from a German company, actually, not too far away from me. To be fair.
So why haven't you been given the vaccine?
Yeah, because we haven't authorised them yet. I don't know why, but I don't know why they're testing England first.
Oh,
but you guys are on the conveyor belt of doom. The only thing is, I posted a list, and it looks like you guys are not quite on the conveyor belt of doom because it's only going to be obviously all the medical staff are getting it first. If you work in the medical staff as a medical, you know, like as a nurse or a doctor. And are you an anti-vaxxer, as they call it? You don't believe in injection. What's your standpoint going to be? You got no choice.
Yeah, you're going to not be able to come to work?
Yeah.
That's what...
But we don't know that because at the end of the day, our rights haven't been taken away. So they still have the right to say no or decline it. They could decline it because they have underlying issues. What a vaccine could make worse.
Well, you're saying that, but I was listening to another podcast and they were on about passing a policy, whereas people who share or create fake news will be prosecuted. And I'm thinking,
you know what they're saying?
Yeah.
I think they need to do that because there is a lot of fake news going about now.
Especially during this corona, people scaremongering about the vaccine or when the corona first started and stuff like that, and that's what they're sick of. But then you could look at that as a trump card because is that really taking away your freedom of speech? Yes, they're saying fake news, but just because it comes from you, does that mean it's got to be real? You could be giving me fake news to coerce us also.
True.
So
True.
passing that policy could just be for the benefits of the politicians, so taking away freedom of speech. So just because you're saying it's fake, I always think there's no smoke without fire.
Well, hang on there, Travesty. Who are they directing this at? The general public, or is it the media? Because when you think about it, social media is the media.
I think it's the social media platforms. Yeah. They're going to probably start with prosecuting them first because obviously once it's shared upon one of their platforms, it's shared and shared, and they have the power to sensitize and check that the right thing is being shared, and that if they're not doing that, I think they're going to be the people being fined first, because obviously from there you can find the original link to where the fake news came from.
That's true.
So really and truly, there's no hiding from these people, these so-called trolls.
Well, yeah.
Know what I mean? So if the policy's obviously passed, but you know the government, they've got a way of deterring you from watching what's going on, and they sneakily put all these policies through.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like in Germany. It's basically like, obviously, I think I've spoken about this before. The kids are not allowed; they get taken out of school, and this is how they're going to play it. They're like, "Oh, you don't have to take the injection. No worries, you'll be fine. Don't take the injection." Now with us, they were like, "Yeah, you can choose to not take the injection," and then you get a letter from school saying, "Oh, your kids are not injected, so they have to come out of school." And once the kids have to go to school in Germany. So you've got to send your kids out of school, and a couple of days later, you'll have the social services at your door telling you why your kid's not in school. And you're like, yeah, because I don't want to give them injection. And they're like, yeah, but I've got to be in school. So they'll start bombarding you with fines and court cases or court hearings. And then before you know it, you end up in prison and they'll take the kids off you. So whether you think, oh, I've got choice, you've got no choice. Nobody has choice.
No.
Nobody has any choice.
They'll make sure they cover all their bases. It'll be to go to work, you need work to get some money, to get your benefits, to go on holiday. There'll be stupid things like that to cover every base. They'll hit everybody.
Yeah.
But guess just gotta find that common mutual thing that everybody needs for the you to have to swap for the vaccine. But what if they said to you, we're going to take away your house if you haven't took the vaccine? You go, well, I got it.
They're not going to go that far.
You never know.
There's more civilians than the army and the police. There's more civilians.
Yeah, but not everyone's got the balls. They haven't the balls to fight it, you know. Then again, you never know when we've got our back on.
You never know. When push comes to shove, you never know.
True, yeah.
You know what?
I look at it from a different angle. Sorry, Travesty.
Go on, carry on.
From a different angle. For instance, when they were saying it was in what I'm not going to mention the name of the newspaper, it was Frontline page where they were saying that they were going to bar people who haven't had the vaccine from going into restaurants and pubs. So now I'm questioning, are you that daft that you're willing to lose trade and business because you're going to threaten people with the vaccine? Think of the logic. How many people really think going to a restaurant is their life? Have they forgotten there's such thing as takeout?
Well, obviously, yeah, that's
exactly
mostly what's going to happen.
But they're going to lose. How are they going to profit by threatening people with vaccines if they or they can't if they already take the vaccine or they can't go in the restaurants and the pubs?
You know, I think it'll be a bit of slow poison. I think that's what I think.
Yeah,
I think a lot of people take the vaccines and they'll be like, "Oh, see, nothing happened to me. I'm fine." In 10 years, you'll see what's happened.
People's arms dropping off.
Yeah.
And all sorts. Like,
and like when they developed the thalidomide tablet back in the 60s, and then the children were born with no arms and funny limbs and stuff.
You know what? The same as this vaccine, that wasn't trialed long enough.
Yeah,
it just came out with it, and it wasn't trialed, and then everybody started taking it because obviously morning
they didn't
sickness.
Like the morning sickness.
You know what I mean? So I don't understand. I've seen a few things on obviously FB and saying about, I think you shared it, Mideyah, about they've not found the cure for AIDS or cancer, but you've got this cure within 10 months. Come on now. Come on now. You only got the cure. You only got the cure for the flu. You just inject the flu back into us.
That's it.
Yeah, that's what they're doing with coronavirus too. They're gonna because that's how it works. They give you a live dose of the virus, so you get sick straight away. And then they put the antibodies in it as well at the same time, so it learns how to fight. That's how they do it. So a few people will die anyway from just taking the vaccine.
Yeah, it's true.
Hang on. So you're telling me that people who actually had corona and survived still need to take a vaccine?
Yeah, because it only lasts for 6 months.
Oh, they're taking the mick.
I know. That's what I was thinking. Who's going to want to go to every 6 months getting a jab? Even the flu's only once a year, isn't it?
Exactly.
So why would I be going every 6 months to get a anti-COVID jab? That's horrendous. And really and truly, they're saying, it's going to overwhelm the NHS. Is this not going to overwhelm the NHS? Or, no, I forgot. They actually said that they were going to do it where you could self-vaccine. They'll do anything to save money. And, I actually thought to myself the other day...
when I'm vaccinated anyway.
Oh, yeah. But, that again, you won't be able to do because they're going to put a system into place where your GP will know if you've been vaccinated, who will be able to confirm your vaccination if needed. So you can't just go around and go, oh, yeah, I've been vaccinated and you've got no proof. There's going to have to be some kind of, just like the track and trace system, there's going to have to be some kind of proof or callback. Yeah.
That'll take years to put in place.
Of course it will.
So I don't really care.
You think this, Mideyah, but some systems are already in place. Look how quick the track and trace system was put up.
But that's no good. No, it doesn't work.
It doesn't work because I think it was rolled out too quick.
Yeah,
like many of the things during this COVID thing, they've tried to get everything done within the last 12 months. Yeah, and it's not going to happen.
That's why I said it could take some years to get in place. And by then, guess what? COVID will be nothing more than having the flu. Just like HIV is just like is just a couple of tablets and that's it. In fact, COVID is the flu.
Yeah, it's just the flu.
Exactly.
For the bad one. The people I know who've had COVID, they're still suffering the after effects now.
Yeah.
Because I actually know people now. During the second wave, the first wave, I didn't know anybody. Yeah. It's been the second wave, I've actually been in contact with more people who've been positive.
What's the after effect?
That the cough that lasts a few months. The cough that lasts a few months. That's all.
My wife's had a cough for
and
a few months.
Do any of these people by any chance smoke? We need to find this out.
The thing is, isn't it always a case of somebody with a pre-existing condition like smoke?
Exactly.
So
and people who probably they've got bronchitis and suddenly they're coughing a lot.
Yeah, true that.
You know, and suddenly it's all COVID. I'm sorry, I'm not that easily convinced. I'm afraid. Yeah. Because people can cough for weeks and it's nothing to do with COVID. They could have a touch of asthma, which will make them cough too. You know, there's lots of reasons why you can be coughing. So, and they're just putting it down to COVID because it helps their cause of what they want to do.
Yeah, true.
True. You know, so I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced. But you didn't give my opinion. Do you think threatening people with the vaccine to go in restaurants and that will help their business or ruin their businesses?
Ruin it?
I think it'll ruin it. I don't know why they really think.
You know what, though? What about if they're deliberately trying to ruin everything at the moment because it makes us more subservient to them? It makes us want to, we can become more dependent on the state. That's why they're trying to ruin all the small businesses now. Yes, only the big ones will survive, who they have the control of anyway. Anyone who owns the biggest companies, let's say Home Base, for example, in England, or Sainsbury's or Asda, are owned by a small clique of people who are in cahoots with each other. So like, you need to crash all these small businesses. People look after themselves.
You know what, Alstallio? I agree with you. Yeah? Because the amount of big businesses that have gone out of business this year, the Arcadia Group is going down now. Yeah. And that's taking out and Bonman Share. A few of the big ones have gone, so we know when we do finally get back to shopping, if we ever do, those shops will no longer be on the high street.
I'm telling you, things will never be the same again.
No, definitely.
The one thing you'll notice is people's attitudes have become very callous now. And I don't think they'll go back to people are horrible anyway to start with, but they've become more callous. They look at everybody as if you got the plague. I think people will always be like that now. I don't see them changing, to be honest.
It's like that though. It's like, I got COVID. Like, I'm sorry to hear. It's like cancer. You got COVID. I got COVID.
No.
Is it like that?
I find that the few people that I've spoken to are jumping on the bandwagon like it's something to brag about.
Yeah, but somebody who's really got it though. It's like, I gotta go into quarantine. I got COVID.
I've had playing the victim and
I can imagine if Trashley got it. That'd be funny. I got COVID. Someone posted, why did China recover without a vaccine? And why doesn't anyone talk about it? We're going to talk about this, man, because that is actually really interesting.
Yeah.
China, maybe, a smart person would say, yeah, but China, we don't know the real numbers in China. They probably just stopped testing people, I guess, or testing people in fewer numbers.
They probably closed their media to everybody else in the world, so we don't really know what's going on.
It's true. Yeah, that's definite. Yeah, because many countries do that. The censor the media.
Yeah. China's definitely one of the countries that censor everything.
So they're not going to tell anybody anything. They'll kill you if you're trying to send out any information. So we don't even know the true figures. And look at the size of China compared to the UK.
Exactly.
A lot more people are going to definitely die, especially with the kind of cuisine they're into as well.
Oh, don't even remind me of what they eat. Oh, God.
Something on the NRP. Okay, China is inoculating thousands with unapproved COVID-19 vaccines. Wait, what? Okay. So the thing is, with China, we know they're kind of more, they don't care. I don't know why, but there seems to be one country that's a bit more run by people who just don't care about their people. And they're like, okay, everyone's gonna get injected.
Communist country.
I bet they're injecting the black people first.
They probably did the Africans. That's why you saw them getting beat up on the video. So injecting them first, testing them out.
Yeah, but wait, what is it? They said it's unapproved, though. How can they do that?
Well, China. Go on, Mideyah.
Because if they're quite happy to kill the second born of anybody who has more than one child, they ain't going to care about giving you a vaccine, are they?
I agree.
That's true. Agree. That's what I mean.
They don't care. They actually don't care.
Because because they impose that, now they're running at a loss and they haven't got enough people in certain parts of China for the country.
I don't know anybody would want to go there, to be honest. They don't even care about their cuisine.
Hi guys.
Hi, Pudding.
Welcome.
Pudding.
Welcome. Welcome. What do I to enter? What do I to enter the discussion? Hi guys. That's like, you know, when you all sit down in the living room watching the film, and all you hear someone come in from the background. Hi guys. You're like, oh, you messed up the best part.
Always ruin the movie.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Anyway, do you have anything to say, Pudding, about the official unveiling of the new vaccine that's taking? Well, it's about to start from Monday, isn't it? Is it from next Monday?
I don't even know because I don't care because I'm not taking it.
I think it's next Monday.
It's all come out a bit too quick for my liking. It doesn't make sense. Like, no, I feel a bit weird about it, if I'm honest. I'm someone who don't like to take medication and stuff like that anyway because I react bad to stuff like that. Like, I'm hypersensitive. Like, even down to the type of paracetamol I take, like it gives me some sort of side effect. So for me, I'm not really for it because I don't know if I take it, what could happen to me. I seen a meme earlier. The guy said, "Oh, you know, this is me after I've had the vaccine. He's barking like a dog. Well, if I end up barking like a dog,
did you see the?
I don't want that for me.
Hey, folks, did you see the one where the meme with after taking the vaccine and the geezer was a gremlin doing the dancing?
Did Mideyah post that?
Yeah, I think it was.
I really don't know. And I know a few people close to home are like, you know, I'm just going to take it because I want my freedom. But I said, you got to look at it this way. What if the 70% people haven't, like 70% of the population, decided to opt out and didn't take the vaccine, and then you're in that 30%? You've took the vaccine for nothing then? That's what I'm assuming. Like, if that was to go down, that's what would happen. You'd still be in lockdown, but with something in your bloodstream that you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering, because I've seen a few people do a few polls on social media, and through their following, a lot of people have said no, that they're not willing to take the vaccine. So
I haven't met too many people who are willing to, willing participants of taking the vaccine. I don't know anybody.
Yeah.
I haven't met anybody yet who wants to take the vaccine.
This is really interesting.
No.
But the thing is, I
think there'll be a lot of sheep that secretly will take it and say, I'm not taking it.
There's people who put up a front to your face, but as soon as you get there, I don't get that vaccine.
Yeah. I feel like if I knew it weren't going to harm me and it's guaranteed protection, which, to be honest, I'm not scared. Like, the case of coronavirus and getting it, I'm not really scared of getting it because I don't know, I'm not scared. Like, if it was a terminal illness like the big C, I would be fearful. But with the coronavirus, I'm not scared. So I'm thinking, why would I take it? I don't know. I don't know if that's making sense. Like, I don't know. I'm not rushing because I'm seeing it the same as the flu jab. And I haven't took that either, and I don't want to.
They ain't asking you, they're asking me.
They're not asking you. I was going to say, here's the first phase of it. So the residents in care homes for older adults and their carers, all those 80 years of age and over, frontline health and social care workers.
Did you hear that? What you just said, Alstallio. Now you tell me, why would you choose people over 80? I think about
how long are they going to live? How long you want to still live? But the pension as well. Look, think about it. It's beneficial to the government that these guys over 80 die. Think about it. They're not
30
thinking
years.
about.
They've been drawing on that
That's
pension.
why.
Now.
Look, they're testing. To me, what this looks like is they're testing on a specific group of people because they're thinking if they die, they would not have to give them pension anymore. If you're look at this way. When you're 80, if you're still 80 and alive, you've been getting pension for 15 years or more. 17 years. They don't want you around anymore. No, sack these. We don't want these guys. So all those 75 years age and over, all those 70 years age and
There's
over.
an added bonus to that. They're easy to manipulate to have one.
Sure. They were the easy generation. You know what I mean? It's the generation Y and X and Z and whatever you call it now. Millennials. They're the crazy guys.
Yeah.
You ain't getting nothing past these. Okay, you got all the 70 years of age and over, clinically extremely vulnerable individuals, all those 65 years of age and over, all individuals aged 16 years to 64 with underlying health conditions which put them at a high risk of serious disease or mortality, all those 60, 55, and 50, and over. I don't know why they need to do that. Why could you say everyone after over 50 gets it, and that's it? They only need 2 phases, actually. Anyone who's over 50. And anyone who's 16 with a serious problem. No, I'm just saying. It doesn't even make sense, though. They put this they put the first phase in eight sections, but you could have just saved your time and put 2 sections, all those 50 and over, and anyone who's 16 to and over with a serious clinical condition.
Yeah, simples. And that's why they're confusing everybody.
The weakest links. They want to get rid of the weakest links.
Of course.
Yeah.
It's as simple as that.
Look at it this way. If you want to go into more conspiracy, look, if you're 50, you've already worked for how many years? 35 years? So you've done your good deed. We don't need you anymore. Okay. and then to go even more deeper into the conspiracy, anyone who's 16 and is sick or not able to work,
get rid of them.
64. Look at that, 64, not 65, but 64.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. It's fishy to me. It's fishy for me. That's literally the first phase of people are really just the weak and dispensable.
The weak and the people on benefits.
Yeah.
Criminals. Anyway, enough about coronavirus. Can we talk about something else? We have another topic.
Come on, Pudding, you must have something. Where's Pudding gone? Pudding gone.
Oh my God!
You know, Pudding.
No, my finger was slipping on the button.
Oh, that old check note. What is that on your dial-up phone?
Pudding's fingers.
Was there a topic about?
Actually, no. Before we go on, I've just been having a discussion on Facebook because people keep saying that Michelle Obama is a dude.
Oh, I've had that.
I don't know. You know what? And I wrote and I said basically, all this is because first of all, because she was black and powerful, made it to the first lady, and you know how the superior race, so to speak, can't deal with that. Just like they couldn't deal with Serena and Venus Williams being successful in tennis. So what did they do? They say, they're men. Yeah. That's why they don't never let us have it for fair. You know, it's always going to be, Obama's gay, Michelle's a man. Serena and Venus are men, and I'm like, dude, no. Look, it's basically just down to
genetics.
Like black people are bigger. We're just bigger people. That's it. Simple. We're bigger boned.
You know what? Alstallio, I didn't think of it like that. I never looked at it. I just saw it as another opportunity to someone to just racially attack, like our race. Well. That's what it is.
It was started from Joan Rivers. And because she died quite shortly after, she was 81-year-old, bearing in mind. She was 81. She died shortly after. They said, see, they killed her because she spoke out about it. I'm like, dude. And then Alex Jones, a massive conspiracy guy, he said, and he blew it up a bit more. And everyone, these people who can't seem to think logically, just like, okay, that's not the truth. That's what I don't like about conspiracies. That's why I moved away from it all, because I'm like, everyone seems to
too much, isn't it?
Latch onto it. Yeah. Even without no concrete evidence, it's like, some stuff is real. Like this vaccine being done in 10 months, that's real. I don't get it. It's a conspiracy on itself. But some stuff like Michelle Obama, have you watched her documentary? There's pictures of her when she was a kid doing gymnastics and stuff and fighting to get into Princeton. as a little girl. And I'm like, so when did you change from a girl to a man? Exactly. Or from a man to a girl. When did this happen?
Talking rubbish.
People are ridiculous.
Actually,
it's about as dumb as racism, actually, when you think about it.
I agree. Definitely,
anyway,
because I've been watching The Crown, and that's eye-opening as well. And you're like, bloody hell! Now I can see the side of not only the royal family but Diana as well. Because obviously, when she was in the limelight, I was still quite young, so I didn't understand the relationship. But watching this, it's really opened up my eyes. It's quite interesting.
Open your eyes to what though? To what though? Open your eyes to what with Diana?
What was going on? What kind of person she was?
But the thing is, we don't actually really know what kind of person she was.
Well, not really. Watch The Crown, you'd actually enjoy that, Mideyah. The Crown.
I wouldn't, because I was around when it was happening. And I always said, listen to what I always said. 100 years from now, they will talk about Lady Diana as if she was some angel. Chinese whispers down the years. And they will talk about her as if she was some angel. I've always said this.
But wasn't she though? Wasn't she a nice lady
though?
No,
she wasn't. She wasn't. You know what I don't like about it? Why people are up in arms is because she died so young and they had that theory that she was killed. But what nobody seems to look at is why she was ready to go into relationships with married men. She was very sly. She was sly. She was really better than the royals. To me, it was as bad as each other. But just because she was young, she was as bad as each other because she always grew up wanting to be a princess. Be careful what you wish for, they say.
Yes, you've got to understand that. But by watching
everybody,
The Crown, but you got to, by watching The Crown, you understand that she was only ever put there just to have the kids.
We all know that. I could have told you that.
How can you then think on the back foot that she was sly because she was ready to mess with married men and this and that?
No, she was messing with married men just like Charles was doing what he was doing. We all know that. They're as bad as each other. To me, I have no sympathy because you had a choice. You chose you wanted to be a princess. You paid the price for being a princess. Simple as. I don't have no sympathy for nobody who's in the limelight like that. No sympathy because they have a choice. They
Could it have not been like?
They wanted the riches. They wanted the living the lavish lifestyle. You know what I mean? Look what happened. She held a few black kids, and everybody was up in arms how wonderful she was, and they all forgot about Mother Teresa, who died around the same time, and she was a really humble woman who was going around helping the sick and needy.
Scratch that with Mother Teresa. Scratch that. It might not be legit. Okay.
Yeah,
it might not be legit.
Yeah,
from some of the stuff that's been leaked out.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
What's not legit?
You've got to remember, Mother Teresa.
Sorry, Travesty. She's like, well, what's not legit?
Mother Teresa, she's not who she says she is. From what I found out, I don't know if it's legit. Like I weren't around them times, but apparently she's part of the cult and she's linked to Jeffrey Epstein.
Oh my God, I give up. So hang on then. So if that's the case about
she's
her,
linked to Gillen as well, you know what I mean?
Yes. So if she's linked to all that, why would you think that somebody like Lady Diana was some golden angel who's blah blah blah?
I was going to answer that, Mideyah.
Ask whoever's thinking Diana's a golden angel.
Listen, the royals are all as bad as each other. I have no sympathy for one of them.
Listen,
none of them.
You say that, but how many royals have you ever seen pick up any black kids? That's why. Wait there. Think about it. Back in the day, but still back in the day, how many royals have you ever seen do that? None. They won't touch black kids. So probably her just doing that one thing did explode her into limelight because she was actually the people's princess. Because she was still.
They called her.
They said it. No, they called her that because she was the only one willing to get down dirty with the normal people where
you touch people without the
won't
gloves.
touch that's what I mean. The show hug people and stuff like that where most of the royals won't even touch you.
Darling, I watched all this years ago, and I'm still not convinced.
Yeah, but you've seen Mideyah.
I've seen the picking up the black kids and the rest.
No,
of
I've
it.
seen that, but you only seen what the media was showing you. You weren't seeing beyond that. So I say, go and watch The Crown and you'll be like,
listen,
oh,
her
all right then.
own bodyguard grassed her up. Her own bodyguard grassed her up. So I know
But
the
that-
story behind it.
Mum,
It's been,
I
but
mean,
too long. It's been too long ago. I particularly am not convinced by it because at the end of the day, anybody can pick up a black child, and it's a typical case that is. They're rescued by the Caucasian, the little African kid rescued. That's nothing new. So I'm not giving a preps for that. I'm sorry, because it's been done over and over. When the little African kids were being adopted, they always adopted them to some nice white family that rescued these poor little African kids. You know, it's something that has always been going on. You know, so
but she
unfortunately,
continued.
I don't look at it the way you look at it. I actually,
You know, I look at, all right then, for instance, she continued the human narrative, whatever how you say it,
humanitarian, yeah.
humanitarian duties after she was cast out the royal still.
Yeah.
Unlike Fergie, everybody else who's left the family, they just get off about their business and don't continue with what they're doing. Some of these things were set up just because she wanted to set them up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So she was doing things. Plus, did you know she had bulimia?
Oh, yeah, I know that one.
Yes, we all know about that, yeah.
And if you look at some of the video, when you watch The Crown, The Crown I watched after I watched the Diana documentary. Because when you see some of the places when she's speaking, because they've got her on tape talking about it, which has only just been released, obviously. And she was expressing how she was really ill sometimes, and she still had to go out and smile and go on like everything was fine. And when you go and watch the videos of the situation she was speaking about, you can see the realness and what she was talking about. But when you would have been watching it in the media, you would have think, oh, look at her, thinking she's too nice and she's doing this and doing that.
No, that's not how we thought. We was given the same story as what you're telling us today. I'm telling you the truth. We were given the same. It was exactly what you've said today. The people,
but not when it was happening. Not when it was actually happening. That's what I mean.
We were told it. You know, when she just died, that's when it all come out. They brought out these documentaries from when she just died. So we did hear about the real princess. I'm just saying that I have got to me, they're irrelevant. The royals are irrelevant because she had a choice. I'm sorry, she had a choice.
I don't think you have a choice. Once you marry, well, then again.
She had a choice of marrying Charles. She did have a choice. You could have not.
Do you think do you think there was any point where she actually loved him, though?
Not India.
There must have been some point where she loved him.
She did.
You can't just marry somebody.
She did love him.
She loved him, but he didn't love her.
He didn't love her. We all know
Imagine you're a young girl. Remember this geezer? Was he in his late 20s,
in his
early 30s?
And
she was in her early 20s. She was young,
she was
weren't she? Really young.
19.
That's what I mean. So imagine big man picking up this young 19-year-old. You've got all stars in your eyes. You're thinking, Jesus Christ, I can't believe you. I've landed on my feet here. I'm going to actually be a queen in the end with this geezer. So yeah, I can change him. Like most women always think about men. Once he's with me, I'm young. You get me? I can change him. He'll love me, and I'll have his youths and all that crap. And nothing didn't go that way. She obviously clung in there for 10 years trying to get it to change, but it didn't happen because behind the scenes, Camilla was running things always.
Well, at the end of the day, Charles was entitled to be with who he loved, and he was stopped from being with her because
you know what? He wouldn't have. If he'd been like his brother, if he'd been like his uncle, but wait there, if he truly wanted to be with Camilla, he would have abdicated and went just like his uncle.
She was
there you go. He still could have left and says, listen, Mum, I love this woman too much. I don't ever want to become king, so I'm getting off. Everybody got that choice. Anyway, he's too hungry. He's too hungry to be the king. That's what it is. I mean, obviously,
he's not going to be the king, is he?
I think he will. No, I think he'll have, because I heard on the grapevine, I lie. Fake news.
Somebody, you had a royal connection, did you go on?
No, that she was actually stepping aside next year. Retiring because she's 95.
Is she 95 already?
She's 95, yeah.
And she's still old enough to...
Yeah, and that's why she's saying that. She wants to lessen her duties and give more responsibility.
But that was already last year, I think.
Charles? Yeah, for this year, for 2021, it's going to happen.
I thought she said she was less than 95. Yo, no, that's...
You're 95, you know.
That's like,
you get me?
That's like, I'm never letting this guy. I'm never letting this guy have it.
Can you imagine, Charles? You're like 60 something. You're like, Jesus Christ, Mum, come on, give us a go. Come on, Mum, man, Jesus, you've been the longest running queen. Give us a little try before my son has to take over. But I don't think they'll even get a chance. I think he'll take over, drop dead the next day, and then William will just.
That's what I think. Yeah.
I think they'll probably just give it to William. What's the point of giving it to thinking that he'll be there for like 2 years? Isn't he old like 70 or something or 75?
He's not 70.
No, he's 60. He's 60 something, isn't he? No, but imagine, I was even speaking about it to the children on the weekend, saying that, oh my life, imagine I'll have got to have lived under the reign of a queen and a king. Where some people have only had the reign over a queen.
Wait. Another queen.
How's that going to happen? How?
Think about it. I want you to think about what I just said. It might be reigned under another queen.
Wait,
I don't get it.
I don't get it
either. I'll leave you to think about it.
You can't leave the listeners.
Since when did Travesty become such a royalist? That's all I want to know. Travesty, when did you...
Since watching The Crown on Netflix and the documentary. I'm just educating you on what I've been educated.
I don't want to be educated on the royals. Tell me something about an African queen and an African king. I don't want to hear nothing about these royals here. I've had to stomach them since I was born here. I don't want to hear about them.
Nefertiti.
Aphrodite. Isn't it Aphrodite? No.
And there's another one, Nefertiti or something. They all sound like the same, don't they?
Don't forget Cleopatra as well. But they made her wife. And she died in ass's milk.
Ass's milk, no. Oh,
yeah.
Aphrodite is a Greek queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A Greek, yeah.
That's it, Aphrodite, yeah. It's a Greek
queen.
Yeah. Egyptian. We'll have to get that next time.
No.
Definitely. Craziness.
And you've got to also remember, going back to that royal, talking about Lady Diana, they have to be careful how much they say, because remember, her sons are still there. So they have to. I'm sure they'd have had to really, really tone down what they said.
Well, Netflix is one of those American companies. They like to do what they want, honey.
Yeah, but I think they did have to tone it down, because remember, American and England are twins, aren't they? Let's be real. They are actually twins. You remember when you remember Boris went on leave again with his COVID thing when Trump lost the election.
Funny, and
he lost his sidekick, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Remember, America is England's big brother or sister.
Yeah,
that's how I think it as.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, that wouldn't be correct. England's America's big brother.
You think?
England, yeah.
England's a lot older, isn't it? And England was the country that pretty much started America, so...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we weren't. We didn't start America.
England
was already there with the Native American.
Oh, yeah, of course. Up until they civilized
it. Spain, weren't he? Spanish tried to claim England, but Christopher Columbus to try and say he discovered Americas.
Yeah. Well, he was a British guy, innit? Isn't he from Newcastle?
No, he was Spain. He was from Spain.
No, Christopher Columbus.
Yeah, Christopher Columbus.
I don't know, man. I'm messing up.
Yeah, he was Spanish.
Listen, this is how it goes.
Spanish.
Christopher Columbus is a damn blasted liar. And
is that
know that song? A lot of people know that song.
Oh, we know that, because if you discovered it and there was already people there, you didn't discover it, you fool.
You didn't discover it, it's just a liar.
You just let people know. All you done was let people know that there was an end, there's some next end you can go and visit.
Actually, was Italian then. Christopher Columbus was actually Italian.
Was it? But he going for the Spanish army, was he?
Oh, one sec. Yeah, something like that. Hold on.
See, I know my history. Even though I didn't take it in high school. I thought it was boring because of the teacher.
I hated it, and I still do.
I took geography, but history's good now because he teaches you a lot.
Anyway, Travesty, enough. As I gotta say is, if you got the love and you bide your time, put on the music, Alstallio, it's time.
Rushing us up.
So I'm thinking.
Did you like this?
Some adverts here.
But what happened to
the fun one?
You know what? Actually saying that, what the hell happened to Pudding Man? I heard not one sentence.
I was talking.
Come on.
Where is you?
Come on.
All right. Let's do the normal ceremony. Go on the table. Pudding, you can start because you said nothing.
About I said, I'm trying to get to grips with it. Probably because I'm on my work phone all day.
Obviously, I've got to apologise for the technical issues. Pudding is experiencing. She has gone back in the ages to her old dial-up phone with the buttons. Obviously, she's not used to it because she's the millennial.
I can't cope. I really can't cope.
No, because I
With them extra big buttons.
I don't know. In regards to the little conversation I dipped in, as I said, nothing, guys, according to Alstallio. Just open your eyes a little bit, like from what they're showing us. Don't always take it as face value. That's all I can say for now.
All right. Mideyah?
Yes, and adding what Pudding just said, there's a lot of lies and conspiracies going on out there. Pick the sense out of nonsense. If it doesn't ring true, it's not true.
And Pudding? No, Travesty. Crazy.
Oh, just following from what Pudding and Mideyah says, educate yourself. Don't be a sheep and follow the herds. It might not be for you. If the government wants a one vaccine fits all, just be mindful that it might not fit you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you like that, people?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say,
You know, we do now some comments.
and I'm gonna say,
Oh no.
I'm gonna say, Michelle Obama is not a man. Good night.
Good night.
You're full of ambition. We will be fine, so come on.